ladies and gentlemen. It's Madden o'clock. MunDayne versus Adonis. More post-university versus post-university action here. Early kickoff return for MunDayne there. Or Adonis rather, as I have the teams flipped.
So from the 39 now, they'll come up on a 1st and 10.
Out here in the top 8 of Madden 25 here in the ECAC. First down run going to be brought back.
Call it no gain on the game's first play, and it's 2nd down now. Offensive line really didn't give him any room to maneuver on that play.
Things closed pretty quickly, didn't they? And how about the wrap-up at the end of that tackle? Left no doubt there would be no additional yardage to be found.
No doubt Adonis going to be coming into this one with a chip on his shoulder. If he drops out today, he'll be the first post-university Eagle completely out of the playoffs in Madden 25 and in college football 25 following yesterday's loss versus Big Sneezy.
Despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
MunDayne, meanwhile, facing his second post-university Dittos match. He faced Big Sneezy in the college football 25 regular season. Now facing Adonis here. Very tight window to thread the needle there, and it's dropped.
That was their first 3rd down try of the game, and clearly something was off in the execution of that play. Good news, they've got a whole game left to clean that up and start clicking on those key 3rd down throws.
So still a scoreless game in the first.
Adonis going to remain out on the field. Immediately they're going to put on some pressure both on this defense and immediately on his offense if he can't convert here on 4th and 12. Patience from Adonis here. Only the play clock to work with. There's a man uncovered, and Adonis has got no time. The ball batted down. Turnover on downs for MunDayne to open up this game 1.
This defense delivers a turnover on downs on the very first drive of the afternoon.
MunDayne looking to send another player packing in the postseason. En route to the next round of the playoffs. Short run on 1st down for a gain of 1. Adonis coming in as the higher seed in the Madden 25 postseason. Only took 1 loss the entire regular season, a forfeit L way back in week 4. Coming in undefeated outside of that for a 6-1 record.
They got you the football, gave you a great opportunity. You got to cash in and get some points.
So 3rd down now. They need the 27-yard line for a first. Now it's Jackson.
3rd and 9. No time under center for MunDayne, and he's brought down. Going to bring about 4th down.
That's going to hurt a bit because they needed to come through with a completion.
Humongous field goal.
Great field position is facing 4th down.
Or MunDayne here at about midfield. Going to need all the power, and he's got it. The kick is out, and it is good.
So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this 1-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks.
And Adonis coming in here, the 2nd highest point differential in the Madden 25 regular season. That's a man who's used to putting a lot of points on the board. Came up empty his first trip on offense. Now looking for signs of life here 2nd time around.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. They're coming off a 4th down.
Adonis here on 1st down, empty backfield. Another man uncovered, but a man open downfield as well. Pass to Goddard down the right sideline. The tight end with a window to run through. All the way down to the 19-yard line. Amazing adjustment by Adonis there. Spotted the man uncovered at the line of scrimmage. The drop back to buy enough time to make the throw.
First down in the red zone. Throwing is Hurts.
Nice chunk of yardage for Adonis. That pass on 1st down in the red zone overthrown.
Those throwing windows get a lot tighter near the end zone, don't they? And here's the thing. You already probably have 3 points in your hip pocket. You force a throw here.
Adonis looking to respond to that opening field goal from MunDayne with a touchdown here on 2nd down.
Here's Hurts to throw.
Wealth of time under center. Going to bring about the rollout. Going to keep it and move past the 1st down marker inside the 10-yard line.
Hurts dangerous when he runs that football. He's got a first.
Give him a little extra credit there. His head was cool. As the
Flexibility from the quarterback position, the name of the game for both of these players here. Lamar Jackson and this time Jalen Hurts under center for Adonis. Now on 1st and goal.
And he's going to be hemmed in and
Gain of 0, going to bring about 2nd and goal.
they'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
And the big fella stuffed that one up in a big way. I think
Then forcing a turnover on downs, his 1st time on defense. Going to need more of this magic here with 8 yards between him and a touchdown.
At the 8-yard line, 2nd and goal. Hurts sets up to throw it.
Eyeing the drag route, still hauled in after the contact.
That time on the completion, and now it's 3rd
Tough
and
catch, and now 3rd and goal from the 3.
as this game goes on, because with his speed,
Loaded backfield for Adonis here.
just like this, they want him to get the ball.
Gonna do some damage through the air.
Good job there, though, holding
Not gonna let Jalen Hurts move, and that pass batted down. 4th and goal here for Adonis. Once more, needing a 4th down conversion. Out comes the field goal unit. Adonis looking to play it safe. The Madden games this semester a much lower scoring affair than the college football 25 action both of these players have been getting up to this semester.
So Hurts is off, and on comes Jake Elliott for the Eagle.
Adonis familiar with the low scoring games of the postseason now already,
So a long drive gets
following
it down.
yesterday's loss in the college football 25 playoff.
I have to think that if maybe they were a yard
Gonna take the safe points where they've got them.
their decision tougher, and I think they likely would have gone for it. But in this situation, they just decided to take the 3, and I think it was a smart move.
And no run back forthcoming, so this will come out to the 30. The Raven offense
Players
set
searching
at the
for
line
their
this
first
next
touchdown
drive.
here.
And after the field
Another
goal
chance for
last
MunDayne to
time,
find the
we'll
end
see what they
zone
can get here. At least they got
as we
points out of
open
the
up
last
this
drive,
offensive
Charles.
drive.
I never met an offensive coach that didn't want to drive to end with a kick. Most of them wanted
Play action, pass is hauled in, out to midfield for MunDayne.
which is a punt.
But you met fan
Man
bases.
has no trouble operating in open space.
I haven't met a fan base yet
So
that
far,
wants to
neither
drive
player
to
has been able to find the back of the end zone,
That's it.
both with lots of comfort so far in this one until we approach that red zone spot. MunDayne looking to keep this smooth sailing here at the 49-yard line.
Play action. Now Jackson.
The rollout for MunDayne. The linemen are there, and he's brought down.
But they'll say it's incomplete.
Hands on the quarterback, and it'll be 2nd and 10.
Coordinated. Both levels doing their jobs in tandem. The back helping the front helping the back. The pressure got home on that last play and forced him to try and throw through contact and short of the sticks.
Time and space for MunDayne. A man with a step. Gonna get him out to the 23.
So get the ball down to the Eagles 23.
Another pass hauled in. MunDayne doing a lot of damage through the air.
They had to settle for 3 last
Hasn't had a
drive.
chance to use the wheels of number 8 under center there, Lamar Jackson.
In good position, 1st and 10.
Out comes a running play here, not for the quarterback. Instead, an end around for a 2-yard gain.
Nice job there defensively being able to diagnose that little touch pass. They saw it coming.
Or a jet sweep, rather, excuse me.
Now it's Jackson. He's got
Big
his
pass
man
to
in
the
his
tight
hand.
end. Large safe target.
Get this down
Gonna
inside
get him
the
within
50.
striking distance of that 1st down marker.
Before he's out of bounds. That's good. The completion just need 1 yard here to pick up the first down. In motion goes the tight end. To throw again is Jackson.
I'm under center for MunDayne. The first down conversion now. 1st and goal from the 8-yard line. Deja vu. Exact same spot Adonis was in a possession ago. We'll see if MunDayne can come up with a better result than settling for another field goal. They're going to punch through the first touchdown of the contest here as we approach the end of the first quarter. They're going to turn the corner on the defense, just barely doing so for the 5-yard gain.
5 yards, a good run there, and now 2nd and goal.
It's largely been the air attack that's gotten them down here, but now's where you start to lean on that running game. That's a good pickup there on 1st and goal.
So the ball position now at the 3. Here's 2nd and goal. Jackson now.
2nd down under center and the opening touchdown for MunDayne. Wealth of time under center for MunDayne to slice up the defense for the passing touchdown. PAT is up and it is good. MunDayne with the largest lead of the contest so far with the first touchdown of the game. Now MunDayne's been working on a special teams kickoff. Hasn't seemed to be bringing it out here. We'll wonder if they'll dust it off as we get deeper into this contest. Seen him pin opponents inside of their own 5-yard line. They perfectly positioned kickoff. Usually flummox the defenders, especially if they're not using.
Already at the line, this Philly offense set to go. Their drive last time.
Adonis looking to respond. The run on 1st down. He's got a window and a blocker. Help arrives to bring him down for 2nd and 4. The end of the first quarter. MunDayne putting up 2 scores. Adonis now going to look to respond as we open the 2nd.
Ball on the 36 now. Here's a 2nd and 4. He'll look to throw.
MunDayne from that middle linebacker spot. He jumps the route. A user interception. Nobody is home. MunDayne with the pick 6. Bringing out the do-it-yourself pick, the do-it-yourself kit on the user interception. 6 extra points, and those were all courtesy of MunDayne. We've talked about optimizing the scheme of your defense, letting the CPUs make a play on the football. That time it is all MunDayne, as the lead has ballooned for him here early on in the 2nd quarter.
And not willing to risk a return. This ball's going to come out.
A huge score for MunDayne here, as he will not be starting with the football in the 3rd quarter rather, excuse me.
The Eagles offense set to begin their next drive. It's been very much a slow start for them. 3 drives and just the 3 points, CD.
Adonis under center, another interception.
Pick 6, another ball intercepted.
Down the right sideline, hurdling another defender. MunDayne's feeling it. Yes, sir. Making money moves on the defensive side of the football. Adonis locked up right now, and MunDayne throwing away the key.
So from the
2 turnovers in 2 straight possessions and 2 straight downs of offense for Adonis.
After the interception, here's Jackson.
MunDayne on 1st and goal. Nearly threw an interception there through a defender's hands. Pass is hauled in for 1st and goal from the 3. A game that already could get out of hand here in the 1st quarter. In the 1st half, my goodness. 1st and goal from the 3. Easy striking position. The ball nearly picked off. Could have been a 99-yard pick six. No one was home if Adonis had hands on the football there. That's why sometimes you don't leave it up to the CPU. They can make those drops.
And that ball's out of the quarterback's hands fast. He read it and reacted.
Well, Adonis got to go back to the drawing board on defense. We can't see which player he's defending. Odds are it's number 17 who's going to make a tackle. They're on second down for a short 1-yard gain. Adonis, there's not much value in trying to disguise which man you're using. Adonis making his presence known, and MunDayne, another touchdown. Putting his fingerprints all over this game, opening up a 20-point lead. Blink and you missed it. MunDayne scoring more points in about a minute and change than all the points scored in the first quarter combined by both teams. Out comes the special teams trickeration. We're hoping we just didn't see the MunDayne stream crash. So we try to bring that back. Want to take a look at what's at stake here in the postseason. Your bracket here in the ECAC. MunDayne and Adonis coming in at 4th and 6th seeds respectively.
Tucker now to kick it away.
As the MunDayne stream does look to be it did indeed go down, ladies and gentlemen. Not that blue light is not what you want to be seeing from the MunDayne stream. We will try to bring that back. But in the meantime, again, that's MunDayne's internet went out. There's no way. Up 24. Up 24. Oh no. 24-3 and his internet goes out. Not what you want to see game one for MunDayne. The stream is back, ladies and gentlemen. But again, let's talk about this graphic. Adonis and MunDayne coming in at the 4th and 6th seeds. I do believe the Fire Esports player, whoever moves on to the next round from Post University, neither of them have played against that specific St. Francis U player or that Fire Esports player, I believe. Both players have faced off against a couple competitors from those universities, but both of those universities fielding multiple players as far as I'm aware. And yeah, the MunDayne internet went out. I'm not too sure what the restart rule is there, or if Adonis sneaks out of game one with a forfeit win because of how far we were in the contest. If that is the case, Adonis sneaking out with a huge win, because that would have been a tough comeback. And it looks like MunDayne's internet may have dropped again, because we're seeing the stream lag just a little bit here. And meanwhile, Rough at the top left of your screen, the only player to come in purely undefeated. Again, Adonis only took a forfeit loss, so depending on who you might ask, we kind of count that as undefeated junior, you know, right under for real undefeated. As the only thing that took out Adonis all semester was a scheduling mishap. But in theory, if we do face him, it would be way out in the finals. Or the 3rd place game if he does drop out at top 4. Now, ladies and gentlemen, we are still trying to wrangle the MunDayne stream here. We are going to take a brief break as we try to figure out how we're going to grab the MunDayne POV back. We're keeping eyes on Adonis' stream as well. He may need to take the wheel on this one. Although who knows, if MunDayne's stream goes down point blank period, or if his internet goes out point blank period, I don't know how much of a match we will have. We'll try to get an update as soon as we can, ladies and gentlemen. Don't go away. Ladies and gentlemen, we are technically back. Both players committing to a restart as close to game conditions at the time of the disconnect. So I believe that was 3:52 in the second quarter and 24-3 in favor of MunDayne. Both players are currently wrangling the proper score lines. I'm not too sure if the players are going to commit to the time portion of it and actually chew clock all the way to 3:52 or something similar in the second quarter, but only time will tell. Now Adonis having to do his best game of keep away. It is tough to keep the entire defense, the entire CPU army from bringing down MunDayne. Adonis able to execute the fall perfectly so far. Still somehow more points to be scored based on how crazy that MunDayne scoring explosion was. A sequence so crazy it blew up the MunDayne router. He lagged out of the game. Brought us into this scenario here. Should be the third of 4 punts, as this will be the last one for a touchdown. The next one should go for a field goal. Adonis would then take a field goal and we go from there. Third straight touchdown for MunDayne. Absolutely killing the game, ladies and gentlemen. Kick is up and it is good. For our eagle-eyed viewers in the audience, we did swap to the Adonis POV. You'll notice no commentators in your ear no longer. And of course, we're now watching the Philadelphia Eagles play selection. As it does look like we'll play from 21-0 instead of 24-3. We'll operate based on score differential. At least so far. Who knows if MunDayne is about to let Adonis walk into a field goal. Only time will tell, though so far I doubt it. Assume this is 1st and 10. Back to our regularly scheduled programming. Both players going to play like it. A rollout for Adonis. Back to regularly scheduled programming on offense. Past the first down marker. Time's certainly going to be a factor. You wonder if we'll just play to the end of the third quarter based on the shenanigans afoot here, especially as it took that first minute of the game just to score back to even. Adonis, regardless, has a lot of ground to make up. Going to get out to the 32. Adonis certainly going to look for more than a field goal to get back into this one. And the throw under center, a man downfield, pass is knocked loose. That'll be 2nd down. For all the shenanigans afoot here for Adonis, you just want to see some momentum go back his way, some regularity. After the collapse in the second quarter and now this huge pause following that disconnect, Jalen Hurts tossed to the ground for 3rd and 5. Adonis now once again under center. The drag route pass is hauled in. Just short of the first down. Is that a timeout? That is a timeout that we got from MunDayne. Not happy with whatever coverage he came out in, clearly. Following the 4th and inches call. A man uncovered at the line of scrimmage, but also downfield. Just enough time to haul it in for the first down. Adonis already looking to the left side of the field. Probably spotted the man uncovered at the line. Loaded backfield for Adonis. Time to throw, the pocket unraveling. A dangerous ball, and it's picked off. Underthrown because of the throw on the run makes that timing window that much more narrow. MunDayne able to come up with his third interception of the contest. MunDayne now on 1st and 10, looking to power past one. Cavalry comes in to bring him down for 2nd and 9. MunDayne already operating with an incredibly safe lead. Doesn't need to do anything crazy to keep this one intact so far. Defense right now, another run on 1st and 10. Good for a 2-yard gain. You wonder if we'll see true clock come out. We saw clock management a huge factor yesterday during our college football 25 coverage. Clock management going to be equally important here in Madden for these two. Run past one, past another. Or being brought down at the 36. Another run on 1st, another 2-yard gain for MunDayne. MunDayne looking for the play action fake. Adonis was buying nothing. Hands on the quarterback, going to force 3rd and 8. Passing on 3rd down. More pressure on Lamar Jackson. 4th and 8. Another long bomb from Justin Tucker incoming here. MunDayne, his kick is up and it is good. 24-0 now. For MunDayne, looking for a bit of an upset as the 6th seed in this contest. Hit stick coming out. Still going to bring Adonis down at the 22. Seen throughout the regular season how much of a problem the perfect hit stick can be. MunDayne, I believe it was in week 6, coughed up 3 fumble recoveries in one best of 3 because of the hit stick being laid on him. I believe it was MunDayne versus Cumberland Esports in week 6. It was a problem. Loaded backfield for MunDayne now. Oh, rare sack for 3rd and 14. Obviously a bit easier in Madden to spot the pressure coming. That's why you see so many of these pop-outs. Throwing the pass right as you're hit for an incompletion. But that time a bona fide sack on the quarterback. MunDayne able to respond. Or Adonis rather, able to respond. A quick short reception for him to bring about 4th and 6. We've seen him not lacking for the pressure. Able to convert on 4th and 6 past the 1st down. A stutter step past 1. Or being tackled at the 47. I wonder how intentional that was, but Adonis calling it quits early. You saw that, the tough start going right into the early quit. I guess 24-0. What was that? 26? 28-0 your final score. I'm wondering how intentional that was. It looked completely accidental with how fast it went. We'll hopefully get an answer. I'm assuming that's game one done and dusted in the strangest fashion of all time, but only time will tell here. So far, Adonis staying on his Eagles. He didn't press that on purpose. Yeah, that's what I thought. Oh boy, as we have some server issues with the remake here. We'll be right back in just a bit. Like it'll be the third attempt of game one here for MunDayne and Adonis when we return. Ladies and gentlemen, we are back. Third time's the charm for game one of this best of three. Internet issues brought an early end to the first attempt. Adonis accidentally clicking yes on the early concede option brought about the end of take two. So now we'll have take three of this best of three between your fellow post-university Eagles. Once again, we're going to open up with the 3-touchdown shenanigans. It's going to take a little bit longer as MunDayne did score another one. Doing some quick maths here, opting for 8 for the first of a couple free touchdowns to get us started and back on track in this one. You wonder how much either of these players are going to be affected. It's still a best of 3, so you're not worried about the mental fortitude aspect of playing a best of 5. But surely 3 straight restarts might not be amazing for the mental here. Quick field goal block into the actual pass play. Going to bring about another touchdown. Another intentional dive. Going to be another punt as well for Adonis here. See if Adonis is able to play the game and keep away. Got to use her to that one. Able to catch it right before the CPU made the tackle. Ladies and gentlemen, if you're just joining us, Adonis is not throwing the game. We're just trying to get the perfect conditions for a restart following a comedy of errors from disconnects to accidentally hitting yes on the early quit button. Now 24-0 once more here in game 1. Another kick out and away for MunDayne. Going to be touched back by Adonis. Looks like we are back underway in this one. 24-0. No harm, no foul on either side. Adonis still with just a hill to climb as before. Watch that go route on the left side of your screen. If Brown can get a step. Just as I say that, audibles to the drag route. Once again, Brown the player to watch all the same. Hurry up offense for Adonis. Deep ball down the right sideline. A man who's got a step. It's Barkley. No one is home. Going to catch the running back. Adonis with a quick one here at the end of this restart. Adonis looking to get back in stride following the comedy of errors that still, I think, technically have us in the second quarter. 42 minutes into the stream here. It'll be touched back by MunDayne. Despite all the shenanigans, this match, still a lot of weight in it for both of these players. MunDayne looking to move on in the postseason following his shaky end to the regular season in Madden 25. And of course, Adonis eliminated eliminated last night in the college football 25 postseason by a fellow post-university Eagle, looking to get some revenge here and move on to top 4 in the Madden postseason. MunDayne not going to look to make it easy for him. A spin past 1 for the first down. Play action for MunDayne, rolling out right into the defense, just barely able to air it out for the completion on a 9-yard gain. Heads up play for MunDayne there, spotting he was not going to get past the coverage even after rolling out of the pocket. I'm under center once more for MunDayne, spotting a man open in the middle of the field. Possession catch for 1st and 10 from the 11. Oh my, flipped over the defender, still coming up empty. 2nd and 10. Gain of 0 there on 1st down. Patience under center for MunDayne. Caught under the defense, but it's knocked loose. Wise positioning from MunDayne, able to thread the needle. Knocked out of the receiver's hands following the catch. MunDayne gonna power through a crowd. Brought down at the 3-yard line. Still no answers for Adonis here on the defensive side of the football. MunDayne, this huge lead on the back of tremendous wins from the defensive side. Would be huge for Adonis to come up with a win. Just 3 yards of grass remaining between him and another touchdown for his opponent. Hands on the quarterback, knocked loose. No TFL, no sack on the QB. And no TFL, no problem. So it'll give Adonis the stop he's looking for. And then we're going boomer bust. Went bust that time, coming up empty on 4th down. Short pass is hauled in. Adonis just looking to get out the shadow of his own end zone. Nice decision for Adonis. We saw it yesterday. He threw an absurd blitz 4 times in a row, or 3 times in a row rather, to force the punt on 4th down in his matchup. Meanwhile, Adonis responding in kind here, already breaking out to the 15. Adonis sacked way behind the line of scrimmage. Blink and you miss it. We're right back where we started at the 3-yard line. Adonis once more gonna have to break out of his own end zone. Looking for a couple more quick catches here just to have some breathing room. Instead, it's picked off. MunDayne with the read, the user lurk. Heads up play from MunDayne, baited like he was going in at the quarterback. Last second comes out for the interception. Wish we could see the instant replay. We may get a shadow of it there. You see number 0, MunDayne, making that hesitation, coming right back out. Swallow up that pass in the middle of the field. Now MunDayne once again looking to push his lead. Flipped over at the 2-yard line. Once more, Adonis gonna need some miraculous defense here. Instead, it'll be room service to another touchdown for MunDayne. Restarts, lagging out, doesn't matter. MunDayne looking to stay locked in and move on to top 4. Pick is up for MunDayne, still not bringing out special teams trickeration. It isn't perfect, but when it works, it works. Adonis got to lock in here, not accidentally click yes. He succeeds the QTE. We're able to press on here. As we approach the end of what technically should be the second quarter. I'm not sure if these two gentlemen are going to reset just score-wise or if we'll stop at the end of the third. That'll be my guess. As MunDayne, regardless, still with a commanding lead in this one. Adonis under center, looking to respond. You see Smith there. Got that X factor activated. Gonna make it that much more obvious that he's out there, unfortunately, at least from a visual perspective. Adonis gonna be well aware of who MunDayne is using at all times with that X factor activated, but the stat boosts, the ability boosts are certainly worth it. For Adonis, who's looking to spot. Barkley coming out of the backfield. Instead, it's hauled in, and now Adonis looking to turn the corner on the defense. Shoved out at the 43-yard line. Adonis with no fear. They are going to play the whole thing out, so no shortened game. Game 1 going to be a 5-quarter contest of Madden here. So by that measure, still a lot of time for Adonis to come back in this one. A lot of time under center as well. A dangerous ball hauled in out to the 25. 50-50 ball for Adonis. Still attacking through the air with no fear for this defense. Man, that's so tough to slow down through the air. A man uncovered. Adonis needs to make a decision, opting for the rollout, gonna throw it away for 2nd and 10. Wise plays, no one helping him out on that side of the field. Looks like a lot of the routes going left. Meanwhile, the rollout went towards the right because of that pressure. Second and 10, another man's uncovered. You live with the pop fly. If you're Adonis, certainly not what you drew up. You had a man open. The problem is the defense got you first. Secondary doesn't got to lock everybody up. They just need to buy enough time for those on the line to do their dirty work and get hands on the quarterback. Gonna bring about 3rd and 10. Adjustments for Adonis here under center. High snap for the draw play. Gonna buy some time on the rollout once again. Throwing across his body. Uncontested. First and goal at the 4-yard line. Heads up play by Adonis once again. Nobody on his side of the field, just barely enough time to make the cross-body throw. Cross-body, cross-field. For the reception, now in prime scoring territory here at the 4-yard line. Both of adjustments under center here. Able to find his man on the out route for the touchdown. A possession battle going to be so important. If Adonis can come up with a stop here, maybe score a couple extra points at the end of the half. I do believe MunDayne's Ravens will still start with the football in the third quarter, if I'm not mistaken. But again, this little 5-quarter game of Madden we got going here going to work in Adonis's favor. MunDayne on 1st and 10 from the 30. Following the touchbacks, been operating like a hot knife through butter. He's been a tough man to stop. Once more, only going to be brought down past the first down marker. And facing his first challenge on the defensive side. Pass just underneath the defense, another first down conversion. Say hot knife through butter, but was just stopped by Adonis his previous trip downfield. See if this is a changing of the guard or just a fluke for this Adonis defense. Able to come up with a TFL for a loss of 2. That'll bring about the 2-minute warning. Now Adonis, you got to start thinking about these timeouts, even with this 5-quarter game because of the restarts. Still a large enough lead. You need every possession to work in your favor. 2nd and 12. The defense doing a lot of heavy lifting right now for Adonis to get a chance back at the football here in the first half. A lot of time under center, and Adonis with an interception now. Looking to sneak past before being brought down at midfield. That's one way to get the football back. Forget the turnover on downs. Adonis coming up with the takeaway. One defender with 2 receivers. Normally you think somebody's open. Instead, Adonis' defense able to split the difference to perfection. Pseudo 4 verts route here for Adonis, who has a lot of time to work with. You don't need anything crazy. You don't need a one-play touchdown. Certainly going to grab a huge chunk of yardage on that reception. You don't need it, but we'll take it. Going from your own 40 to the opposing 22 in one play. Not a bad break for Adonis here. Time under center, another man uncovered the toe tap in for the touchdown. No desperation yet from Adonis, who understands there's still a lot of Madden left to be played here. No second point desperation. A PAT field goal is up and good. Still a large window for MunDayne to leave us some points at the end of this second quarter. Still 6 timeouts between both competitors. We just saw how quickly an offense can knife their way upfield. Run on first down out to the 8. Adonis already calling his shot. The timeout immediately, even though he gave up a 2-yard gain. He's believing in his defense here. He knows they've got no 2-minute warning to work with. They need to convert on defense and quickly. A huge conversion for MunDayne, gonna blow up the chances that time. And 2 timeouts still here for Adonis. Gonna need a lifeline on defense to come away with the football with any time remaining. MunDayne gonna turn the corner. Another short 2-yard gain. Another quick timeout for Adonis and his defense. I'm under center. Adonis not able to split the difference that time. 1 defender, 2 receivers. MunDayne able to make the right choice for the first down. Now only 1 timeout remaining for Adonis. Just got to play old-fashioned defense. Not sure how much time you'd have left in your back pocket regardless. Just got to hope you can come up with a takeaway. Instead, it'll be Henry streaking downfield. Pass is knocked out of his hands. Last second heroics from the secondary. He'll stop the clock, working like a timeout in his favor. You'll be happy if Adonis from this position can get away with giving up 3. Still on the table. Huge drop back for MunDayne. Able to open up enough space. Somehow still on his feet. Brought down at the 12-yard line. Gonna move the chains. And now MunDayne with every single card in his hand right now with this down and distance and 3 timeouts still in his back pocket. Little hesitation on the jet sweep. Gonna cut it inside for 5. And 15 seconds remaining and 2 timeouts for MunDayne here from the 7-yard line. Still signs of life for this Adonis defense, who have had a goal line stand already in this one. Need to come up with another incredibly close one there. MunDayne able to come out on top on that 50-50 ball. Another needle threaded by MunDayne, both with that window on the pass, but also game score and situation. With 12 seconds left in the second quarter, MunDayne sneaking out with a couple of extra points in his back pocket. Now Adonis sapped the timeouts, kept 1 to perhaps quickly dart upfield, kick a field goal with 12 seconds remaining. You can get a huge play here. You need to flip the field in a play to have a chance to get away with even a field goal. You're on first down. First and 10, we're sending everybody. This is a man with a step. Unfortunately, 2 hands on the football, not able to be made there by the receiver. MunDayne's defense certainly did not make it easy either. Come down with the football. So it'll be 2nd and 10. Clock still stopped. As long as Adonis doesn't give up a pick 6 at this rate. Another ball knocked loose. You want to be wary with the man 3 prevent defense. Defense could come up with an interception, have a lot of blockers ready to go with how many members of the secondary are down there. Could spell trouble, but only 2 seconds left. This will be the last play of the half. A short drag route, able to get past 1. A whole lot of purple jerseys approaching. One of them able to make the tackle, and that'll be halftime. A lot of points exchanged between these two. The lead certainly shrunk by just a little bit. It went from 24 to 17. Slightly closer game. Still a whole half of football left to play. Adonis, you want to see him start on the right foot here to get control back in this one. First down run for MunDayne. Looking to clobber through the defenders out to a 4-yard gain. This is MunDayne's game. Like, amazed we haven't seen Chew Clock come out just yet. Roll out for Lamar Jackson, who's got a man downfield. It's Andrews. A huge target for MunDayne to hit on that rollout. That one defender in a rock and a hard place. Go for the scrambler or go for the receiver. Couldn't guard either of them very well. MunDayne had his pick of the litter there. Now a 2-yard gain on first down. Another run on second down. TFL for a loss of 3. Adonis riding the field goal line right now. This would be a long one for MunDayne from this distance. You can come up with another TFL. Another win for the defense. You could throw him out of field goal range. Pass will be hauled in, but behind the first down marker. You wonder what sort of offense MunDayne will come out with. Adonis looking to talk it over, calling the timeout, and out comes the field goal unit. Another far one. Justin Tucker, number 9, certainly one who can make it, but this one wide right and no good. A win for the Adonis defense. Got a defensive win. Got a couple of them in the second quarter. Another one that time. Going to jumpstart the offense out at the 43-yard line. About halfway through the third quarter. MunDayne can't start playing keep away just yet. It's certainly close with how much game score is left. What a chunk play from Adonis. Gonna come up empty. MunDayne defense on that one. These deep corner routes gonna go nowhere. MunDayne looks to be scheming these out of the offense for Adonis. We saw him cover a couple at the end of the first half, and now that one being locked up as well. These flats going to work for MunDayne. The pass is caught, but only a 2-yard gain. Oh, somebody's uncovered. Adonis has got to watch out. No sack, but able to force the pop fly in 4th and 8. Adonis well aware of the down and distance, the game situation he's working with here. Going to keep the offense out on 4th down. No excuse for but to produce for Adonis. Got to come up with a 4th down conversion. Keep momentum going his way following that big defensive win on the previous drive. Got to find somebody open. It's Dotson. Robert just past the line of scrimmage to reset down and distance for Adonis. Lots of time for Adonis. Spots the man with a step on his defender all the way to the touchdown. Give that man just a couple of extra seconds in the pocket. He'll find a way to hurt you. That time he does. and who has sliced and diced his way throughout the regular season. The second highest scoring differential, plus 228 in his favor. Still looking to claw his way back in what's been an incredibly long game one with all the restarts, all the shenanigans. He's brought it down to a 10-point game. Kick is up into the end zone. MunDayne does not want any of that business. So reception from inside your own end zone usually doesn't go too well. Going to be hard to beat the 30-yard touchback. That's where MunDayne will choose to start this drive. Another first down run. Looks like another 2-yard gain. Make it a 1-yarder for MunDayne on first down. You wonder if he's overcomplicating it, trying to waste as much game clock as possible here. Looks like true clock coming out for MunDayne as well, instantly getting us inside of 10 seconds. Now a huge rollout. Got to watch out for the blockers. Adonis looked ready to lay down the hit stick. Had CPU backup as well. MunDayne able to pick up a clutch block to move the chains. Not have to deal with any hit stick shenanigans. A quick timeout for Adonis. You wonder how much of it is him just trying to rush through selecting some of these plays. I don't know how intentional it is to call a timeout at the end of the third. Regardless, MunDayne, a quick pitch and catch to Andrews down the right sideline off the drag route. That'll bring about the end of the third quarter. Adonis has done an amazing job to claw back into this game. Going to be the beneficiary of a fifth quarter of play following the restarts, all the shenanigans. I have a chance for a redemption here. His defense can come up strong. Going to need at least 2 wins on the defensive side of the football to make a comeback here and beat back this 10-point deficit. Just a 2-yard gain for MunDayne on first that time. A good start for the Adonis defense. Another jet sweep, looking to turn the corner on the defenders. There's that hit stick. You got to watch out. MunDayne, he's seen that hit stick do dangerous things. Game-ending, regular season game-ending things, that hit stick. That time just going to be 3rd and 6. Ooh, just as a man was breaking the coverage at the line of scrimmage as well. Able to find a man downfield to move the chains. Another run on first down. As we approach the 2-minute warning. I'm certainly going to become a factor. Saw it in yesterday's College Football 25 matchup between Adonis and Sneezy. You turn on that true clock, the game can evaporate like this, especially with the way MunDayne's operating his offense. A couple yards here, a couple yards there, not looking for any earth-shattering plays. Don't risk an incompletion. Don't let the clock stop by any means necessary. Another short gain there for 3rd and 4. A 2-minute timeout. Only clock stop is going to be if MunDayne runs out of bounds, has an incompletion. Adonis is going to use his last timeout. A huge rollout. Not sure what MunDayne was drawing up that time. He saw some pressure, rolled away from the defense, but had nowhere left to go. Throws an interception. MunDayne didn't want to risk stopping the game clock, throwing an intentional pass out of bounds. But he throws one off his back foot. Throwing on the move in Madden, so difficult, especially on those all Madden sliders. It could be a death sentence. You're not able to set your feet before making the throw. Oh, but hands on the quarterback, gonna be a factor. Adonis now watching where he's standing, gonna get sent back to the 13-yard line, 2nd and 22. A comedy of errors here. Adonis able to respond, break out for 3rd and 1, and stop the game clock. Still a large mountain to climb. Adonis looking to go down swinging. Several defenders uncovered. Able to get right at the quarterback. The block's just not there. The defense doing their job, buying just enough time as Adonis was lining up that throw. That would have been good for the first down. Instead, it'll be desperation season for Adonis. Had a 4th down conversion already in the contest. Gonna need another one here to keep this game alive. Pass out to Barkley, short completion, got to run out of bounds, able to do it. Save that last time out. You're going to need it in any way, shape, or form here, as Adonis needs to be perfect to even have a chance to tie, let alone make a comeback. On his 1st and 10, we're eyeing the screen pass. The blocker's able to get there. Not able to buy enough time for Adonis to step out of bounds, forced into the hurry-up offense. Looking for someone with a breakaway. It's Smith. MunDayne playing all of his defense outside the numbers. Somebody open right down the middle for Adonis. MunDayne, it's no secret which player he's using on defense there. Simpson, the middle linebacker, a dangerous football, and it's picked off. That'll be game 1, ladies and gentlemen. The early forfeit may be impending here, but 38-28 primes to be your final score here. As out comes victory formation. No, going to be another run on 1st down. Gonna punch it past one, punch it past another. Foot race down the left sideline. 38-28, not gonna be your final score. MunDayne gonna pack a couple of extra points here, running down the right sideline. Letting his presence be known en route to the game-ending touchdown. 44-28, excuse me. Gonna be your final here in game 1 after a tumultuous game 1. An extra long 5th quarter extravaganza. MunDayne comes up with the game 1 victory. Now Adonis facing a lifeline. A man who has done pretty comfortably throughout the regular season. He's faced a couple of game 3s. Yeah, an hour and a half game 1 for real. The restarts, and of course, at the end of it all, 5 quarters of play as both players prepare for game 2. Again, a reminder of what's at stake out here. ECAC, you've got a 3rd place game, but you got to make it to top 4 to even unlock that opportunity. Their ticket to the top 4 goes through each other. One of these post-university Eagles going to be out at top 8. Adonis got to do everything in his power to make sure that's not him for a 2nd day in a row following his elimination yesterday. We'll be right back, ladies and gentlemen, as Adonis looking to claw back in this series. Just as I say that, the only thing we'll be back to is right back into the action. You're forced off a team if you win a game. Adonis going to stay on his Eagles. Top 3 in Madden 25, much more solidified than in college football 25. So we've got Philadelphia dittos here in game 2. See if we can't spot the uniforms everybody's got out here. We can't make it just a bit easier to tell who's who. I believe that is MunDayne on the white uniforms, correct? No, I'm watching the wrong POV. He's in the green. We've got Adonis in the whites here. Under center, forced to roll out. Pass almost hauled in after being knocked out of Jalen Hurts' hands. Those sorts of scoop and scores are so difficult to come by in Madden. Adonis going to live to fight another day. Started with the football in game 1 as well. Had to settle for a field goal right now. He's eyeing a 3 and out. 3rd and 11 at his own 21. The Eagles on the Eagles versus the Eagles on the Eagles. We heard you like Eagles, so we put some Eagles on your Eagles so you can Eagles. Wow, you Eagles, ladies and gentlemen. Adonis able to turn the corner or being body slammed into the ground past the first down marker. We hope you like Eagles, ladies and gentlemen, because we got a lot of them here on your screen. Run on first down for Adonis. The football's knocked loose. MunDayne's got his hands on the football. The defensive reign of terror continues for MunDayne. In this best of 3, that's his 4th takeaway. 3 interceptions and a fumble recovery there. 4 takeaways in this short series. Dangerous pass on first down, able to haul it in for the 7-yard gain. And now MunDayne with tremendous starting field goal position. Wealth of adjustments under center for MunDayne here. Play action, has a man open, dangerous ball. Perfectly timed hit from the Adonis defense, and it's dropped. It's the problem with threading that needle. If it's exactly perfect, you still always have that window for the defense to put hands on the receiver. Not that time. Able to haul in the football this time, and now MunDayne, 1st and goal from the 9. A dangerous ball. It looked like 32. I believe that was Adonis on the user. Couldn't get it. A hit on the receiver to knock the ball loose. Short pass is hauled in. Brought down for 5-yard gain. MunDayne inching his way upfield. Talked about it throughout the semester. The red zone, a spot where he struggled. Adonis came up with a stop earlier in the contest. Surly wants another one here. Following the interception. MunDayne able to come away with the touchdown. No signs of a defensive stop there for Adonis. And the opening score of game 2 goes to MunDayne. Kick return. Gonna be shut down short of the touchback distance for Adonis. You spotted that ball carrier conservative. Adonis doesn't want to take any chances with giving up any more fumble recoveries. Roll out for Hurts, a throw across his body while running. There's the danger. You can throw across your body, but if your feet ain't set, you're lighting a match and throwing it at some gasoline there. MunDayne able to come out unscathed onto 2nd and 10. Big screen pass, good for the 8-yard gain. Now 3rd and 2, the short run to get past the line of scrimmage. Defense able to catch up to Barkley to bring him down. Adonis offense still matriculating upfield. Just got to focus on keeping this game close. Any yardage is positive yardage, except 0 yardage. That's neither positive nor negative, ladies and gentlemen. Adonis going to stay parked at the 44 here on 2nd down. Oh, somebody's open. Somebody uncovered, rather. Adonis felt that pressure. He saw the man going right at his quarterback. Launched it into what looked like quadruple coverage. Happy to come away with 3rd down here. Now a lot of time to throw. The pocket collapses just as he's making the throw. And it'll be 4th down. The coverage once again for the quarterback. The blocking not out there for Adonis. It sounds insane to say given that we're in a mirror match, but the linemen for Adonis just haven't been out there. And keep the offense out here on 4th down. Once again, somebody's uncovered. Adonis feeling the pain. A sack to force the turnover on downs. My goodness. Adonis, a man who can slice and dice his way upfield. If he just gets time to throw the football, hasn't had any time under center for anything to develop downfield. Now MunDayne good for the 9-yard gain on 1st down. MunDayne already with a chance to open up a multi-score lead just in the 1st quarter. And he's going to have possession of the football to start the 3rd. Certainly factors to think about if you're Adonis. Not too hard now. Still a lot of game to be played. Just got to go 1 down at a time, especially here on 3rd and 1. A lot of pressure to convert. MunDayne able to find the open man for the reception. Difference between 3 and 6 that time if you come up with the stop. And now MunDayne in striking distance of the end zone. Crushed at the 1-yard line. Another goal line stand going to need to be in the cards for Adonis here. Loaded backfield for MunDayne. Just going to QB sneak his way to the touchdown. Now a 2-score lead for MunDayne. It's looking to be the post-University Eagles chosen one going in to the Final Four. 2 post-University Eagles make the playoffs. Only one of them can move on to this top 4 here. Adonis shoved out at the 22. Still a lot of Madden left to be played. You just need any positive yardage. Got to gain some momentum, some consistency. Short gain on 1st and 10. Assuredly going to bring us to the end of the first quarter, and it does. MunDayne with a comfortable lead as we approach the second quarter. Driver's seat to a Final Four appearance right now. It's certainly his to lose with the 1-0 lead in the series and the 14-0 lead now at the start of the second. Adonis looking for a response here on 2nd and 8. He's got a couple of go routes on this left sideline. He just needs time for these routes to develop. That's been the question. He's got some short options as well. He just needs to spot, is the line going to hold? So far it does, but the Texas route is picked off. Adonis falls for the trap. MunDayne, the perfect scheme there. Once again, the bait and switch. You look like you're going all in at the quarterback. At the last moment, we play the pass. We pick off the Texas route. And the lead balloons for MunDayne here off of supreme defense. Elite gut check from MunDayne. From that middle linebacker spot, I believe it was a user pick. To recognize the Texas route, the only option short that Adonis had there. That was the only option that needed to be covered from the middle linebacker spot. Sometimes you see these running plays that throw a lot of drag routes, a lot of in routes, that force these user middle linebackers to think a little bit, forced to commit. We've seen it throughout the contest, 2 receivers, only 1 defender, but that time MunDayne able to get the one-on-one all the way for 6. Now Adonis once again back in the driver's seat. Pass, thought it was overthrown, but Adonis able to come up with the reception out to midfield, the 46-yard line. Perfect placement for Adonis. Just got to put the pass drive behind you. Continue to make good decisions on every down of football. The rocket catch does not go his way. You see him user the receiver instantly to try to get in front of the defense. Only problem is the cornerback is not moving. You can't go through him. We're not going to see it on the replay. But by the time Adonis turns him around, the cornerback already in his way, and MunDayne with the football back once more. His 6th takeaway of the contest. Huge hit stick. Somehow doesn't go anywhere, and it'll be 2nd and 10. At least it sounded like a big hit stick. The indicator there didn't say very much. But MunDayne winning through his defense here. No doubt about it. So looking to do some damage with his offense. And Adonis coming up with an interception of his own. Want to see him get the left sideline rather. One man to beat. It's Jalen Hurts. That's the benefit of these scrambling QBs. That last man standing pretty often can come up with a convincing tackle. It's not like some of these slower footed QBs that you see out here where you're able to run circles around him like some of the linemen. Hurts and Lamar Jackson. We've seen him come up with a couple of convincing tackles. Following interceptions, and Adonis with the football back gets sent way back on first down. From 1st and 10 to 2nd and 22, the MunDayne defense continues. Been on fire from his defense, and Adonis looking to break out to the first down and more, out to the 23-yard line. Forced to extend the play with a long rollout behind his line of scrimmage. Looking to get his feet wet in the red zone here. Spots a window to break out of the pocket. Slides just before the first down marker. Adonis on 2nd and 1, gonna play it safe. Power his way for a yard to move the chains. First and 10 from the 13. For Adonis. There's a man uncovered. Adonis able to spot it for the touchdown. That's the thing. You see somebody uncovered. That means MunDayne threw an extra man in the coverage at the quarterback. Somebody's open downfield. This time Adonis with the awareness and the time to make the throw for the touchdown. 7-21. MunDayne still a lot of wiggle room here. Gonna have the football now. The 2-minute warning to think about, as well as Adonis's 3 timeouts. But regardless of how the rest of this half goes, MunDayne gonna start with the football in the 3rd. The MunDayne's got a lot of cards to play here, as long as it's not an interception immediately on first down. Oh my goodness. A tough reception from Goddard, caught in the air, through the tackle, hauled in and out of bounds. Could have been a chance at an interception. Sometimes that's the benefit of throwing at the tight end. Such a massive target. You can just get somewhere in the tight end's airspace. They can make magic happen. MunDayne now on first down, powering through the defense for 8 yards. And out comes the 2-minute warning. MunDayne under center. Adonis went for the interception. Was out of range. You see someone miss a tackle like that, when they're so close to the receiver, odds are they pressed one of those buttons trying to go for the interception rather than the bat down or the immediate tackle after the catch. Doesn't exactly give up the game here. Still going to be 3rd down and 2, and now 4th and 1 for Adonis here. Well outside of field goal range. And they ain't going to turn up the heat a little bit. Going to go for it on 4th down despite the multi-possession lead. Looking to keep his foot on the pedal. He spots a man open. It's Goddard downfield. Forget a first down. How about a touchdown for MunDayne? MunDayne only needed a yard. Got every single remaining yard he needed for a touchdown as well. Continuing to open up that lead. And if there wasn't pressure on Adonis before, going to be a whole lot of it now. 2 timeouts, no 2-minute warning. You virtually need points here because you know MunDayne starting with the football in the 3rd quarter. Doesn't mean you can tread lightly here. MunDayne winning through his defense. Got to respect this coverage. And the block, once again, they're just not there. Another sack on the quarterback for a loss of 5. Adonis has not been able to get any time under center to make anything happen. Once again, somebody's uncovered. The block is picked up just enough time for the catch. Out to the 43-yard line. Huge block to be picked up there. Would have thrown Adonis out of the pocket. Instead, he's able to step into the throw for the completion out to midfield. Oh, a man uncovered, and he throws it into the defense. MunDayne, another takeaway. I think Adonis spotted that. A man, hopefully we'll see the replay. We may be able to spot it out for you. Yeah, number 53 on your screen there was uncovered. Adonis knew he needed to make a throw. Threw it into double coverage, unfortunately. And 8 takeaways in 2 games for MunDayne now. 3 timeouts as well. He can choose to really pile on some additional points if he wants to. Call some timeouts. Get into field goal range or even score another touchdown out of the first half. Short completion past the first down marker. Out comes a timeout for MunDayne. Wealth of time under center for MunDayne, who gets tripped up before making it out of bounds. Forced to call another timeout. Does look like MunDayne has not been afraid to rush 6, rush 5. Meanwhile, you see it once again here. Only rushing 4 is Adonis on defense. Able to get hands on the quarterback because of a blown coverage. But it's going to be tough to pressure the QB, only rushing 4. You put a lot of pressure on your secondary to produce, and so far Adonis hasn't been able to come up with too much on the defensive side of the football. Because you just have so much time if you're MunDayne to pick your poison. No pressure behind the pocket right now for MunDayne. 2 seconds remaining. Yeah, out comes the field goal unit. The kick is up, and it is good. A chip shot from 15 yards, 31-7. MunDayne looking incredibly comfortable. Would be an upset. The 6th seed MunDayne upsetting the 4th seed Adonis. Again, only loss in the regular season for Adonis was the forfeit L in week 4, excuse me. Elsewhere has been smooth sailing throughout the regular season for Adonis. Meanwhile, MunDayne had a really strong start to the regular season. Took a 2-week skid. Look at the scoreboard here. L's. The last 2 weeks of the contest, of the regular season rather, for MunDayne. Surely getting back in stride here now, with possession to open the 3rd. Run on 2nd down, good for a gain of 3. I'm under center once more. The drag route, able to break past the defender and move the chains. Loaded backfield. Motioning one out to the line of scrimmage. Another run on 1st for MunDayne. Shirley's got chew clock enabled right now. Looking to deflate all the air out of this game. Jet sweep. Just got to turn the corner. Don't run out of bounds. Mission accomplished for MunDayne. Resetting down in distance there. Hasn't even gotten out to midfield. And we're halfway through the 3rd quarter. Another run on first. It's a QB keeper for Jalen Hurts. Easy slide. Don't want to risk anything. Those QBs going to be the most vulnerable to hit sticks and that ball popping loose. Don't want to risk anything if you're MunDayne right now. Don't got to play with your food just because you're up big. Their option play. Going to keep it for the running back for a 6-yard gain. Another run on third down. Has a window to power through. Just short of the first down marker. It'll be 4th and inches. You're in field goal range if you're MunDayne. But 4th and inches is a makeable distance for this sort of offense. MunDayne looking to power it through. Just a little bit further. For a fresh set of downs. Instead, it's rifled at the defense. Now foot race down the left sideline. Somebody's got to put hands on the cornerback, making the interception. Adonis going to jumpstart the offense here at the 37. Interesting decision to throw it on 4th and inches. By MunDayne. He's done so time and time again in red zone scenarios. 1st and goal, 2nd and goal. So he's no stranger to short completions for short distances through the air. But that time comes up empty. Wow, what a play. MunDayne, the diving touch on the football, forcing the incompletion. That's a user not coming up with an interception, but a very valuable play all the same. Diving out of the corner of our screens to force 2nd and 10. That was, yeah, it looked like both of those drag routes kind of hit each other. Both receivers kind of bobbled each other. Just, I mean, a comedy of errors for Adonis and so much of it out of his control. You're not able to line up those sorts of receivers route running. Not able to get the blocks lined up every time you like. Although this time blocks are picked up. Time for Adonis to make the throw, but he's swallowed up all the same. Not enough time to find a window. And 4th and 10 for Adonis. Forced to keep the offense out here. Do or die time here at the end of the 3rd quarter. Keep the offense alive. To keep his season alive. The route is jumped by MunDayne, now streaking down the right sideline. Looked like it was close on the placement. I thought he had a first down at least. Instead, Cooper DeJean jumping the route for MunDayne. Taking the football right back. 7 turnovers between both squads in this contest. In this game, 2 alone. Another run on 1st and 10 going to bring us to the 4th quarter. And MunDayne, I don't think Adonis is waving the white flag just yet. But if we had the ESPN play win probability percentage, it's certainly hitting 99 here. A massive deficit for Adonis to surmount here at the start of the 4th quarter. And he's going to have to do so on the defensive side of the football first. Let's see what he's got here on 2nd and 7. One play for MunDayne. Going to chunk 4 yards closer to the first down marker. MunDayne under center. Dangerous ball. Caught it and hauled in all the same for the first down. That's a daring throw by MunDayne. Not the first time he's threaded the needle in this best of 3. Shame we won't see that on the instant replay. That was a nasty ball. Play action pass to Barkley. Going to come away with the reception as well. Fake it to the running back. Still throw it to the running back for the short completion. Remove the chains. MunDayne just got to pick his poison. This time it's Adonis, a heads-up play. Reading the quarterback's eyes. Able to knock the pass out of the receiver's hands. MunDayne, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. Go back to the run. Going to be difficult to make this the last play of the contest. Or the last possession of the contest, just with how little field is left. How many timeouts, the 2-minute warning. Oh, able to sneak past one, dodging, breaking one tackle. Had a chance to scramble, instead airs it out for the 7-yard completion. Nice break for MunDayne under center. Gonna keep the offense out here on 4th and short. Whole lot of shuffling at the line of scrimmage as we've approached the 2-minute warning. First down conversion here. MunDayne could be eyeballing that victory formation. A wealth of time to throw it. Throwing it right at the defense. Adonis was all over that one. Adonis stayed with the throw the entire way. Was not shook at all, even as the routes developed. Comes up with the takeaway. You need scores, and instantly, if you're Adonis, but you can't even get the football out. Still so much pressure coming from MunDayne. The block isn't picked up. 2nd and 18. Hard to see it from that profile view, but somebody's uncovered every single time that this football is snapped here. There it is again. Someone able to turn the corner. Adonis just enough time to throw. Huge air out to flip the field, get into opposing territory. I feel like so much of Adonis's vision cone right now. Just looking at the line of scrimmage. Another person uncovered. Forced to air it out immediately. Somebody's uncovered every single time. Such small windows for Adonis to throw in. Once again, someone able to turn the corner. You need a rocket catch here, but the ball, you lead the receiver. Hard to get a rocket catch going. Can't quite turn the receiver back towards the quarterback if the ball is thrown in front of him. A rock and a hard place for Adonis. It's incomplete. We have 3rd and 10. Once again, no time for the route to develop. Hands on the quarterback. It's 4th and 10. MunDayne, relentless. It looks like he's rushing 6 every single time at least. This time the pass finally hauled in on 4th and 10. Adonis finally able to break out into the red zone here. Still going to keep it competitive as we approach the final minute of the contest. Everyone jumbled on this right sideline and nowhere for Adonis to go. Sacked behind the line of scrimmage. Major rollout for Adonis. Was able to find the open man for the touchdown. 2-point conversion on its way here for Adonis. Needs something, but the pass is knocked loose. Story of the game for Adonis. Hasn't been able to line up anything on the offensive side of the football. MunDayne defense has been a problem in this one. Onside kick is out, and it is hauled in. Able to break past one, hurdle past another. Down at the 34, 1 timeout left. I wouldn't be surprised if MunDayne came out in victory formation. Instead, it looks like still a standard setup here on offense. Once again, the difference between these coverages. MunDayne rushing 6, Adonis rushing 4, playing this drop back zone defense. No pressure on MunDayne whatsoever behind the line of scrimmage. It just hasn't forced MunDayne into anything difficult so far. At least nothing regularly difficult. Once again, oh my goodness. Smith was open. MunDayne using the receiver, a little user error there. Adonis unable to convert. Looked like it hit the cornerback's hands as well en route to the incompletion. Now 3rd and 10, and Goddard able to haul it in. No, not haul it in. It's dropped. Thought the tight end would have the strength to haul it in. Usually they do. Too much physicality that time, and it'll be a 4th down here for MunDayne. Dropped back to pass, and it's hauled in, thrown out of bounds. But not before. Resetting the down and distance here. 1st and 10 from the 14. And short completion to Barkley. The ball's knocked loose. The defense coming away with it. Another late game turnover for MunDayne, struggling to put points on the board as of late. Late in this game. Once again, the door open just to make it that much closer of a contest. But 4th down and 13 seconds, you need Hail Marys. And Adonis hasn't been able to get anything close to the time you need to throw one of those. Once again, brought down for 2nd and 10. How many rushing here, folks? You only really rush 5. But MunDayne throws that hesitation as the 6th man usering it. Looks like you're rushing 6. So it looks like nobody's open. Feel rushed, but then MunDayne drops back. It's how we got a couple of those interceptions earlier on in the contest. Finally a window to throw out to Dotson. It'll be too little too late as the clock strikes midnight. It's going to be MunDayne moving on to the Final 4. Tough breaks for Adonis. Eliminated in the Elite 8 round. 2 straight days in a row. He'll be out at top 8 here in the ECAC Madden 25. Spring semester. GG's to him. And again, the 2nd strongest point differential. A player who's just blowing folks out of the water. But it'll be MunDayne, the upset here against his fellow post-university Eagle, to move on to the Final 4 next week. Getting a little bit closer to that hardware, that medal. We'll be there to bring you all the action next week from that Final 4 round. Until then, my name is Sandwich. I hope y'all enjoyed tonight's edition of Madden 25 coverage. Same time, same place next week. We hope to see y'all then.